All I can hear in my head right now is John Turturro voicing Francesco Bernoulli, all his little quips, all of his little funny lines in Cars 2 just resonating in my brain right now. Like the one that really stands out just by looking at this Francesco is when he goes, Francesco is triple speed. It's like, oh my God, flashback to 2011. Holy cow. But yeah, guys, welcome back to another Disney Docket presentation. Today, we have Hot Rod Francesco, a custom from the Cars 2 video game. One of the most underrated and underappreciated paint jobs because it's actually like, I don't even know how you unlock it. I've only seen like one picture ever of it playable. Like if you look at most people's videos, they don't even include this version in there, but I will show you it is possible to unlock it. So anyways though, real quick, you guys know Shane Cooper customized this along with the other customs you've been seeing from the video games on my channel. I'll leave his contact info in the description below. That's Instagram and Facebook, so if you want a custom from him, you know where to go. Alrighty. Now, Hot Rod Francesco, there he is in the video game. I not only have a picture of the interface when you can select your character, and I also have some in-game footage of him when he's like revving up there. And it's just a gorgeous paint job in my opinion. Like again, it's pretty simple, but it is a little bit more intricate, than you think it is, because he's got different rim color, different spoiler color, and we'll get into all of that later, but definitely one of the best paint jobs of Francesco. You have the Midnight Francesco. There are some from the Fastest Lightning game as well. So there are quite a few out there, but I like this one the most. And Mattel's even done some really nice ones with the Carbon Racer Francesco, which is this guy right here. Racing Red Francesco that they did last year. Super cool as well. But this one tops all of them in my opinion. And yeah, let's get right into it now. Alrighty. Let's see which version of Francesco. I hope he used a Thailand version. You know what that means, guys. Just like in the Sheriff video. Let's see what I have here. I'm pretty sure I only have a Chinese version of Francesco. Why does the base look wet? Look at that. That's so weird. Looks like it's got a smear on it. Anyway, that says made in China, which is not what we have here. And because I want to be super thorough with all these reviews, we're going to crack open this Thailand version of Francesco. This is on the Blue Desert packaging in the World Grand Prix series. You can see some of the other characters back there. All right. So how you guys doing today? If you guys don't know, I'm pre-recording all these videos in early January. I have no idea when they're going to release. Probably not that far into the future, but probably, a month or so out. I'm just trying to stockpile as many videos as I can because I don't know when I'll be coming home. Obviously, I go to Notre Dame. I live here in Illinois. Weather's wild. Who knows if it, is going to be blizzarding and I won't be able to come home for, some time when I'm planning. Maybe when it's not blizzarding, I have homework. So who knows, and with, everything going on with the pandemic, I wanted to make sure I had content for you guys ready to go, and I wanted to make sure those were diecast reviews and not just me podcasting the entire time. So anyway, here is the Thailand version of Francesco. Now, from what I always observed, in the package, he looks super similar to the Chinese version. Now, let's actually just take a brief look at them. What I already see and I don't like is how grainy this green looks here. Like, it just looks so ugly. It's faded, where that is just pure green right there. So you can see an automatic difference in that. The eyes also don't look as clear. Now these graphics are pretty hard to mess up, but even them don't look super great. FR, all in all, World Grand Prix 1. Does that look bolder to you guys? Like that one looks super bold. Oh, it totally is bolder. That's so weird. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, they did on the hood as well. Why are they making that one so obnoxious? Let's check out the spoiler here. World Grand Prix. Yeah, it just doesn't look as vibrant. Oh my gosh. Yeah, even like that red back there, just not as vibrant. It looks grainy. It looks like it's been out in the sun for 5 years. So either way though, I wanted to make sure I had a Thailand version of Francesco to show you guys exactly what Shane Cooper used to customize this Hot Rod Francesco, which is a very appropriate name for it because of the fact that, you know, when Mattel releases, you know, like Hot Rod Junior Moon, Hot Rod Smokey, for example, you know, that's what they call him. They don't call it like flaming or anything like that. Hot Rod is always the term. So taking a look here at the hood, you still have the number 1 with the Italian flag. It's just altered slightly, so it doesn't have like the yellow rim or the yellow trim around it. It's black and white instead. He's got these red metallic wheel guards, or whatever you want to call them, up front here. Obviously, he doesn't have fenders, but he does have like these little guards in front. And it just looks awesome. Like, he was able to make the paint on that match the paint on the metal, which we all know Mattel struggles to do. Like, if they have to paint a mouth plate, which is plastic, and they have to match that to the main metal body, half the time, probably even more than that, they struggle and they fail in a tremendous fashion. But Shane Cooper did a great job here. One of my favorite features to this are the chrome silver rims. So previously they were red. In the video game though, they are this silver design. Rotelli tires, Pasta Potenza. I love that. He still has this World Grand Prix type emblem on the side here. So number 1 with the Italian flag in the background. So that's taken from this here, just minus the World Grand Prix aspect to it. And this is exactly how Jeff Gorvette appears in Cars 3. Of course, Jeff Gorvette was one of the World Grand Prix racers. He still has a logo just like this with his American flag and his number, but it does not have any mention of the World Grand Prix. So I love that aspect to it. He also removed the All in All decals because All in All clearly was a scam. It went kerflooey. Now, in my opinion, the best part about this Francesco is the flames and how Shane Cooper was able to effortlessly blend them with the green metallic paint here so smoothly, and he had to create all these decals on his own. Was able to wrap them around the side here, around that curve. So impressed. I wish I could do stuff like this. Like, you know, sure, you know, I can make videos, I can edit them, okay, I can commentate, but honestly, a talent I wish I had was to be able to customize like this, to be able to, you know, come up with these decals, apply them, have that craftsmanship. My mom's really good at stuff like that, but I don't have that trait. I'm creative, but more on the computer digital side of things, not very artsy, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. He's got the flame coming up on this plastic piece as well here. That's just incredible. It looks gorgeous. Definitely one of his best pieces. And so far, my favorite custom out of the ones we've reviewed so far. He does have that like little red metallic piece on his outtake or intake or whatever you want to call it. This piece right here. It's almost like an inverted Francesco as well, because the main color instead of red is green. And then the secondary color instead of green is red. The flames even continue onto the spoiler back there, which looks fantastic. Green metallic as well. Was really able to blend the two colors super nicely. Just take a moment to appreciate all this. When I first presented him with this design, I was like, yeah, this is a paint job of Francesco from... You know what? He actually might have used a racing red paint job. Like, it just occurred to me he might have used a racing red Francesco. Oh my god. All right, we'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, when I first presented this to him, like, hey, you know, this would be awesome if you can make this. I was like, yeah, I really doubt it though. Like, it's a super wild design. But he was like, no, I could totally do that. And he executed it to perfection. So bravo. You know, I know I compliment my customizers a lot, but seriously, they deserve it all. Anyway, I was just thinking, because his expression is different from this Thailand version of Francesco, and so it just dawned on me that he probably actually used a racing red version of Francesco, because those expressions match. Now, all right, I was like, where's the date code? So the date code is on his back spoiler here. Underneath the spoiler, it reads P12A. So let's see. Oh, it was painted over. Yeah, so we will never know, but I'm pretty sure he must have, because that's the only car you would get that expression from. So, okay, wow. Thank you. That's awesome. I know things are a little different in Australia, though, which is where Shane Cooper is from. Like, things peg warm differently there. Like, I know my friend picked up like a bazillion Racing Red Jackson Storms, and I didn't find one over here in the States. So maybe they aren't as valuable over there. At least some cars are more than others. But yeah, guys, that is Hot Rod Francesco. I do want to show you guys a couple other versions of Francesco. So that was the Racing Red version. Here was the Metallic Francesco from 2011. Alongside the Silver Francesco, also 2011, I think. Yeah. 2011 or 12. So you guys gotta let me know what's your favorite version of Francesco. I think you can guess mine. It is this one now. I love how he was just able to change the rims to that super shiny chrome. It looks so good. I would have been fine if he left them red. You know, I asked him about it. Wasn't super, expecting him to change it, but he did. Another look with the Carbon Racer Francesco, which was previously probably my favorite because I love that they gave him this massive wing. And I also like the rims that they use for the Carbon Racers. You can see there, they're a little bit different. But this one tops it, if we're including customs. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Toss the Racing Red one back up there as well, by the way. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these custom reviews. Again, I don't know when they're coming out. I don't know how long ago it was that the Ramon video came out. I know I recorded it like 10 minutes ago, but I don't know when you guys are seeing that relative to this. So if there are any like inconsistencies within like the timeline per se, just know that's why. But yeah, guys, we have one more custom review to review, and if you have been observant, you know what that is, and I hope you're excited because I am pumped. Anyways, I'll see you guys for the next video, which for me, it's gonna be like 2 seconds. All right, bye now.